YouTubers who caught ghosts on their videos. Mr. Beast, for instance, he was at the Ohio Penitentiary and he saw, well, before we get into that, be sure to subscribe right here where we exclusively release this kind of content. You all love the spooky. Click the bell to be notified. Musician, mortician here, spent 13 years in the funeral profession. My songs that are streaming are inspired by my works. People will talk about the funeral home being haunted. Well, there's so many videos out on YouTube, like Mr. Beast. He has 200 million followers and he and his friends couldn't even spend 24 hours in the penitentiary. He has 100 cells, and he's walking around the penitentiary for not very long before not only he, but all of his cohorts start seeing, experiencing things, and they were out the door. I'd be out the door too. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I will not pay. You can pay to go to these places. Like, no thanks. The next one would be your sniper girl, I believe is her name. She and her friends, again, are going to a place, going to this haunted, I don't know why they want to do this, but what she experiences not once, not twice, but thrice times is nothing short of scary, from a bag moving down the stairs, not caught, but starting at the top of the stairs and moving after they come back. It's halfway down the stairs to every time they'd walk around a corner, she would experience something. And then the icing on the cake was her shuffling, sidestepping, and looking around the corner with their iPhone, and sure enough, they got the hell out of Dodge. Ninja, you know Ninja. He is, he's Ninja. He lived in his house, and he was talking about going upstairs with his dogs and hearing music playing. He would go and check and make sure all of his Bluetooth devices, he'd never had heard this music before, and it was very unnerving to him. And he starts talking about what's called the witching hour. Witching hour is a very, it's almost, I don't even want to really talk about it. It's just like a dark, every time, I don't know why I'm so uneasy to discuss this. I guess let me stop here and talk about when I lived in my childhood home, and there were numerous instances where I would hear things. Later, my older brother would talk about the recliner moving, and then witnessing and seeing image, silhouette of a kid. I don't know what's up with all the kids. I mean, I'm always hearing kids, and you should check out the video previously released where I talk about my kid experience at the funeral home. But we took a picture of my brother's window on the second floor. We were outside at the fireplace. We had a big fire pit in the middle of the yard, and we took a picture. There's a kid. There's a kid. A picture of a child. Not my child. Not like a child that it's very, very creepy. But Ninja's talking about the witching hour, where you wake up at the same time every day, and yeah, you should look it up. It's a little creepy and freaky nonetheless. Another one is Morgs. Morgs is talking with his mother, and they're having a video of their two dishes and dish covers, like where you're having a gourmet meal covering. And then his mother's cover, not his, is a silhouette of someone standing in the doorway. So the reflection from the doorway that's off camera onto this, it's not on his, but it's on his mom's. It's super, super creepy. Super creepy. And then you have gamers who are streaming and the dog's in their lap, and the dog starts looking in the corner and just starting to bark and growl and looking up. See, dogs, animals have this sense about them. Did you know that nursing homes will have a cat that lives in the nursing home oftentimes? This is real. And the cats will wander around and will go and lay in the bed of someone who is going to die. And sure enough, it never fails that individual that cat starts to favor ends up dying shortly thereafter. Dogs, similar thing. I've been to many residences where dogs have this ability to sense things when they're off. I mean, we had a Maltipoo, and this Maltipoo would just go and walk to the corner like the gamer's dog and stare and bark. And you thought the dog was dumb. No, the dog's not dumb. The dog is sensing something. There's tons of videos out there where people capture things that are unexplainable. And sometimes seeing is believing. And sometimes because of technology, we don't want to believe it because there's so many different ways to debunk it, because we can recreate it with AI, or we can recreate it with After Effects or all the other platforms that are available. But some things are just not able to be explained. And those are the fun ones. Those are the ones we're talking about here. It's fun when you're watching it. It's not fun when you're physically present and experiencing it. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Let me know in the comments below if you have an experience, because that experience I might even share on the upcoming episode of You'll Die Trying. A podcast releases every week. Yep, wherever it is you stream your podcast. You can stream the music too. Be sure to subscribe right here on YouTube. Be sure to click the bell to be notified when I release content. Spooky, spooky, spooky. You all love this stuff, and we'll just keep delivering it to you. Let me know your scary stories in the comments. We'll talk to you at the next one.